Okay, let me talk about this situation about cars. Let me know if I got a point or if I'm tripping. Cars are made to drive and last a while. But if you got a car that's old and you've been driving it for a while, more power to you. As long as you could be out of car debt and drive a broke down car, you straight. But let me know, as long as you could be out of debt and drive a older car that's working, then you straight. But my take on it is about when people say, well, if you get a new car, you're gonna be car broke. And let me tell you about my philosophy. Nah, you got some good old school cars or good older cars that work. But if they don't work no more, you keep fixing on them, and your car broke down, you ain't gonna have nowhere to go. How you gonna go somewhere and make some money? That's why I ain't used to like when people say, but you gonna be car broke. I'd rather be car broke than car broke down any day. Because if I'm car broke, I can go to any place I can get to, go make some money, go pay off my car. If my car is broke down, I'm gonna have it in the shop, wait on rides, catch a Lyft, or catch an Uber. How many people you know that's gonna want to pick you up when you ain't got no car? You see how it is. You see your real friends when you ain't got no car. Because I used to deal with situations like that back in the day. It's like, every time I had a car, everybody calling me to come pick them up or come take them somewhere. Then they acting like they entitled to your car. I remember I had this one situation while I was cool with this friend back in the day. He said some smart stuff to me. And you know, it is what it is. But like my sister's husband used to say, when somebody want to get in your car, they start talking about gas and stuff like that. But it's much more to gas when you having a car. You got brakes, you got car insurance, you got maintenance on a car. Gas ain't nothing. He used to always tell me that, and I see what he's talking about now. Because gas ain't nothing. But when your car breaks down, it's in a shop, you gotta ask for rides. Then you start seeing people true colors. Then nobody wanna take you nowhere and stuff like that. So it's good to have a car. So that's why I would say I would be car broke before I'd be car broke down any day. Because when you don't have that car, ooh, you see. When you got that car, don't even want to do nothing for you, but you can be picking them up and always be there for them. But when you need something and your ride go down, I fell out with a couple of friends like that. When I need something done and my car broke down, and they couldn't be there, but I was always there for them. Cut them off. That's how I go. And I don't care how people say, oh, that's holding grudges and letting go. But if you my friend, you're supposed to always be there for me in the need if I was in the need for you. People only want to do stuff when it's beneficial to them. But that's here nor there. So I had this car situation, right? This friend wanted me to take them somewhere. And he wanted me to take him to, you know, a specific destination location. And stuff like that. And I told him, like, I ain't gonna be able to take you right now because I gotta get my brakes fixed in situations like that. You know what he told me? Man, it ain't got nothing to do with me. Your brakes ain't got nothing to do with me. I need somewhere to go. And you know what I tell him? You going where you gotta go ain't got nothing to do with me. So you just found your way there without me. So people be tripping on that. So that's why I would say it's better to have a car and to be car broke than be car broke down. That's my philosophy about it. Because you see who ain't your friends when you ain't got no car. And then you just always want to have a car anyway. Because it's going to be hard for you to get around without a car. Because those people catching lifts and Ubers, that junk expensive. And don't let me speak about getting on a bus. I done got on the bus a couple times back when I was younger, man. That junk was always crazy. When I used to catch the bus to my first job, there's always some people on there tripping about to fight with each other on the bus, arguing. You know, I'm catching the bus in the city, in the hood. I always see some crazy stuff at the bus stop, or even catching the bus. So it's just like, not having a car ain't no joke. No, but if you got a good car, you can ride it till the wheels fall off. But if your car just keeps steady breaking down, and you keep trying to get it fixed, and it's just a problem after another, and it's just the motor about to go bad and all that, ain't no saving the car, I'll just get a new car that runs. And make sure you get a new car that's good, because don't get no older car that's like been sitting at a lot somewhere that's real old and got a lot of miles on it. If you're gonna be car broke, you gotta get you the newest car you can find, no more than 5 years old. I'm not about to be paying no old car. So when you go get you a car and you're gonna be car broke, make sure it's new and reliable, because you don't want to buy no lemon. They'll sell you a lemon too and play like they ain't know it's a lemon. So that's how I go. That's why not having a car ain't no joke, because you can't get around. And people be like, man, but you just make excuses. You can catch the bus. Bus might not come on time. The bus don't come on time all the time. Or you could just catch a lift. You still gotta rely on something. I used to have this one homeboy. He's still my homeboy to this day, but he funny though, because he crazy though, because he always be saying some funny junk. He need to do stand up or something, because his personality just crazy. But I used to tell him that situation, that because when he ain't had no car, I tell him like, bro, how come when you ain't had no car, you used to call me to come take you places or whatever, and I do it as a friend and whatnot, but sometimes I stopped doing that junk, because he used to have me go take him to his people's house, and he would stay in his people's house for like 10-15 minutes and have me outside waiting. I'm like, man, what is you doing? Hey man, you know I was just in there talking to the fam, man, you could have came in. That's why I be like, he funny. Like, bro, why would I come in? So I'm like, it's just too much for me to take you somewhere and me having to wait on you. It ain't that much money for me having to wait on you and take you somewhere. Nope. But long story short, he get his car. I tell him like, bro, ever since you got your car, you ain't ever called me to come kick it with me and hang out with me, or let's go ride, cruise somewhere, and I'll be passenger in your car. You know what he told me? Because, man, you already got a car. He going to go see all his friends and ain't got no car. It is what it is, but that's just my take on that situation. So it's better to have a transportation. But if you can ride a car till the wheels fall off, that's what you would do. But if you can't do that, you gotta get you a car, because not having no car is not a joke. I done caught the bus before. I done been through situations trying to have people take me somewhere. They take like an hour to show up. And then they told you they was on their way like an hour ago. You call them, they still in the house. Where the hell you at, bro? Junk used to be crazy. So yeah, because I got a car, but I wouldn't buy no new car only if I had to. But as long as your car working, because I got a car that I got that's over 10 years old that I still got. and I never traded in or nothing, because at the end of the day, what's the point of trading it in? Because they're not gonna give you the same value for your car. They're gonna only want to give you like a couple thousand for your car, but they're gonna put your junk out on the lot for like 15, 16,000, but only want to give you 3,000 for it at the dealer. Like, I'm not playing that. You might as well keep your car. So I'm gonna keep my car, because if I want to get a new car, I just have other cars. So you can be debt free if you don't got no car now, but what's the purpose of being debt free if your car don't work? Well, I'll tell that to everybody. I'd rather be car broke than car broke down any day, because you can't go nowhere when your car broke down. You can't even go to a job to get you some money. But if you got an older car and you ain't got no note and your car is working, then you good, because you can't play about them cars, because everything always comes to an end. Your car ain't gonna last forever unless you rebuild it back up. Now, if you want to rebuild it back up and put a new motor or whatever in it because you really like the car, that's different. But if you don't want to put a new motor in it and the motor about to go out and stuff like that, get rid of that boy, man. Get rid of that car. If you gotta do too much to put it together and it's not worth it, get rid of it. If you gotta put a new motor in there, because that's just my situation about that junk, because it ain't no joke. I remember those days I used to be catching the bus in the cold. I was just like y'all. Man, people gotta do what they gotta do. I feel that. People who on the bus and catching the bus, I tip my hat out to y'all. But tell me, do you really have a good experience catching a bus? That's what I want to know. Do you enjoy it, or some days it be cold? Sure. Some days people might just need a ride, and then they standing out there. That imagine if you live in a state and it get below zero, you gotta catch the bus to work. It's too cold for you to be standing out there at no bus stop, and the bus don't come on time, or if it come on time, that's just how it go. So that's why I would say a car is good to have, but this for the drivers, not for the people who don't drive and can't drive. I'm not talking about y'all's situation. Y'all's situation, it is what it is. Y'all can't help that situation. I'm talking about the people who got driver's license and stuff like that and who can drive. I'm talking about us. If you got your license, and then it's good to keep your license, because some people will be getting tickets and be like, man, I ain't about to pay that ticket. I'm just let it build up. What's the sense of that? They take your license, they'll start messing with you for no reason, because they know they took your license, impound your car, go to jail, and you just owe all that in tickets for what? If you get a ticket, cops pull you over, just pay it. I never got the logic in that. Go to court and pay it. Some people just be being stuck in their way. I ain't paying them. And they got the money. You ain't hurt nobody but you. And once you see, when they take your license and all that other stuff, you'll learn your lesson. Man, I should pay them tickets. I've been telling you that. I had a couple of people I know, these young homeboys, I ain't saying their names, but got them tickets, but now they stuff straight now. They got their situation straight. And then they'll be like, I never let my junk get like that again. Like, yeah, don't never let that junk get like that again. Because we still adults. At the end of the day, we all got to be responsible. And I know sometimes it's an ego thing. Nah, I feel like they did me wrong, so I ain't paying it. I understand you feel like that, but at the end of the day, they ain't gonna care that they did you wrong. They want that money for that ticket. Life ain't fair. But that's my situation. But if you got a good car and it's been lasting you for a long time, because cars are made to get to what? Point A to point B. As long as you can get you from point A to point B in a good quality manner, which means no problems out the car, and then get you to point A to point B, then you good. Now, if it took a hassle to get to point A and point B because your car broke down and you gotta go get it out the shop, and it just ain't coming together, point A and point B, because you can't get there because your car in the shop, you gotta wait a whole week. No, you wasted time. Get you a new car. You on some bull crap, man. You tripping. So that's why it's good to ride a car. But once you see you ain't got no car, you'll start seeing that life ain't no joke when you ain't got no car. Your friends don't even pick up the phone no more. All types of stuff. But when you got a car, everybody want to come roll with you then. But don't nobody want to put gas in it because they ain't got nothing to do with them. Or if something go wrong with your car, they don't want to be lenient because your car messed up. If your car messed up, it's messed up. I wouldn't say they ain't got nothing to do with me. I'd just be like, all right, cool. If your car messed up, it's messed up. Well, I'm gonna tell you ain't got nothing to do. I know it ain't got nothing to do with me, but you telling me your car messed up, it's messed up. You doing me a favor. And sometimes really it ain't even worth it. The money you do for gas money, it ain't even that much gas, and then sometimes they be wanting you to wait for them and all that type of crazy junk. Like, nah, bro, you gotta get your own car. And people just don't be wanting to give you gas money. And see, that's the crazy part, because when I ain't had no car, I'd be willing to give people gas money. And the same people that I was willing to get a gas money, they used to ride in my car all the time. But when my car broke down and I was willing to give gas money, they ain't want to do it for me. So I just cut them off. That's how I go. Because at the end of the day, if you jumped in my car every time it started and I ask you to do something for me and that's an excuse, I'm straight. Good. We ain't gotta be cool no more. You already showed me what it was about, so good. Now you can say I'm in my feelings or whatever. It is what it is, because you can't control a certain way I'm supposed to feel. So that's my take on the situation. But if you can keep your car as long as you can keep it, no, I want to get rid of it, because that's what cars are made for. Point A to point B. And I know some of y'all want to ride in fashion. Y'all want to ride in them Hellcats, Camaros and stuff, and Chargers and stuff like that. That's cool. You can ride in fashion, do you? And put rims on it, but shoot, rims ain't everything. I had some rims before, man. I kept running over potholes. Every other day I was bending the rim on a pothole, because I always wanted rims when I was younger. Then I finally got rims. When I got older, I started putting rims on my car, because I'm in a state that there's a lot of potholes. So my state ain't even made for rims. So it's just like, I've been riding on my car without rims for so long, I got rims just stacked up somewhere. Never put them back on. I only rode on them for like a year. Even though the car looked so much better with the rims on it, but it wasn't worth it. Because I kept going to the shop, getting my rim unbent and getting a new tire, because I kept mistakenly hitting a pothole, because I don't drive off every street and know where every pothole is at. Because I be just, when I used to drive everywhere, but I didn't used to drive in the same area where I could be like, I know it's a pothole right here. And I like that term they say in boxing, the ones you don't see is the ones that hurt you the most. When you don't see that pothole, that boy gonna hurt you. Even if it don't hurt your car, it's gonna hurt your soul. When you hit it, you gonna be, oh, pothole, wow. That's how it's gonna be. So yeah, you see who your real friends is when your car break down?